welcome to each one and every. As we begin with the 7th course completion certificate awarding ceremony of Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies, we are delighted to have you here with us today. Your presence adds a unique essence to this occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the honorable guests are arriving. Let us welcome our distinguished guests with a loud round of applause. Honorable Mr. Justice Ishwaran S., Judge, High Court of Kerala. His Excellency Mar Thomas Chakiyat, Bishop Emeritus Ernakulam Angamali Archdiocese, accompanied by Reverend Father Sebastian Vadakumpadan, the Executive Director, Bisols. Professor Dr. Selin Abraham, Principal, Bisols. Reverend Father Jomish Vatakara, Assistant Director, Bisols. Mr. Pramod Parthan, Vice Principal, Bisols. Kindly be seated.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, dear faculty members, esteemed graduates and the postgraduates, and dear parents who are gathered here for this momentous occasion. It's a great honor to welcome you all to the 7th course completion certificate awarding ceremony of Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies, Shunti, Alua. As we begin the ceremony, let's take a moment of pride for our institution as we present the college anthem, a melody that reflects our values, unity, and spirit. Let's all rise and join in as we celebrate our legacy through the Bharata Mata anthem.
A shining light, a burning light, that's Bharata Mata. Inspiring us, igniting us, that's Bharata Mata. Our excellence in every sense, that's Bharata Mata. Awaking us, uniting us, that's Bharata Mata.
For God and country, for we stand, for trees and seas and all the land.
For God and country, firm we stand, for trees and seas and all the land.
Proud to be her beacon, bright in science and in art alike.
Proud to be her beacon, bright in science and in art alike.
New frontiers we explore, holding on to truths of yore.
New frontiers we explore, holding on to truths of yore.
One for all and all for one, till the quest for light is won.
One for all and all for one, till the quest for light is won.
Alma mater we proclaim, all your glory, all your fame.
Alma mater we proclaim, all your glory, all your fame.
Bharata Mata, Bharata Mata, Bharata Mata, Bharata Mata.
Please be seated.
Now, let's open our hearts to the divine presence that fills this space. To commence this auspicious occasion with a graceful note, we invite you to witness a prayerful rendition of devotion dedicated to invoke blessings with the Ranga Puja. Let's immerse ourselves in this sacred performance.
പരലോകം വിട്ട് ഇഹലോകം വന്ന തിരുമനുസൂദനേ, പരലോകം വിട്ട് ഇഹലോകം വന്ന തിരുമനുസൂദനേ, ആ തിരുമനുസൂദനേ, മനുജവതാരനായി തിരുമനുസൂദനേ, മനുജവതാരനായി തിരുമനുസൂദനേ, മനുജവതാരനായി മഹിയിൽ പിറന്നവരേ, മഹിയിൽ പിറന്നവനേ.
Janana janana tanana tanana tom, janana janana tanana tanana janana janana tanana tanana tom tom, janana janana tanana tanana tom tom, janana janana tanana tanana गीत धुनी को तकधीम नात्र कीट tom नाच रहे गोरी ताई 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 तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी को तकधीम नात्र कीट tom नाच रहे गोरी ताई 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 तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी को तान गावे तक तल तै तै तान गावे तक तल तै 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 तक तना धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम धीम तकिड तक धीम हद तो हद गीत धुनी को तक धीम पदुमनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहो मैं सावरो ताप संकट शरणायो सो हमारो तुम हरो ताप संकट शरणायो सो हमारो तुम हरो तदीम तदीम तिरना उदनित तानि तानि तदीम तदीम तिरना तदीम तदीम तिरना उदनित तानि तानि तदीम तदीम तिरना तानि तोम तद गद नरि तान नर तान दीम अलरि गलरि तद गदा तार तद गमाम तानि तद गदाम तार दीम 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 तक तन अलरि तोम 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 तक तन तनि अलरि गीत धुनी को तक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रहे गोरी तानि तै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी को तक धीम नाद्र कीट तोम नाच रहे गोरी तानि तै तै तुम फिर तुम तानि तै तै तुम फिर तुम तानि तै तै तुम फिर तुम गीत धुनी को तक धीम निको तक धीम निको तक धीम.
Thank you all. That was truly blissful.
Now, let's take a closer look at the heart of our institution through a special video presentation. This visual journey will showcase the rich history, vibrant campus life, and achievements that makes our institution truly exceptional. I request your kind attention to the video presentation.
responsibilities that await. We are honored to have everyone here to witness the proud moment and to celebrate the bright future of the graduates. Let me now invite a true visionary leader, Father Sebastian Vadkumpadin, the Executive Director of Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies, for the welcome address. Father, please.
A warm good morning to everyone. His Excellency Ma Thomas Chakir, Bishop Emeritus Ernakulam Angamali Archdiocese, the President of this function, Honorable Mr. Justice Ishwaran S., the Chief Guest of the day and the Judge of High Court of Kerala, Dr. Celine Abraham, the Principal of the College, Father Jomish Vatakara, the Assistant Executive Director, Mr. Pramod Pathan, the Vice Principal, Mr. P.S. Anthony, former District Judge, and Mr. Sabusa, Chief Coordinator for all programs of BISOLS, the former Registrar of High Court of Kerala, Dr. Udipthi, General Coordinator of Law, Ms. Divya, the General Coordinator for Non-Law, Ms. Emil Stanley, Coordinator for 3-year LLB program, class teachers, Mrs. Sanimon and Ms. Mary Winnie, the conveners of today's function, and other faculty members, the graduating batch of students of 2019-2024 and LLM batch of 21-23, parents, people online mode, volunteer students, non-teaching staff, friends and well-wishers of Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies. I stand before you today with a heart brimming with a gratitude and sense of immense pride to God as we gather to mark our presence on this convocation day of remarkable journey of the college life of LLB batches of 2019-2024 and LLM batch of 2021 and 2023. You may feel like just yesterday when you embarked on this voyage of knowledge, growth and transformation. And yet here you are, 5 years later and 2 years later, standing tall as a beacon of excellence in education. As we reflect on the past 5 years and 2 years, we are reminded of the countless moments of triumph, challenges and unwavering spirit of our community that has propelled us forward. From the humble beginning of 42 students in 2019, we have grown into an institution of 5-year LLB of BA, BCom and 2 batches of BBA LLB, 3-year unitary LLB and 3 streams of LLM courses with a strength of 1,337 students. Every year, we are awarded with the university ranks. In this year also, the institution is happy with the second rank of Ms. Safana Salim of the BA LLB. We have grown into an institution renowned for its commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and inclusivity. With your cooperation, we have 62 enterprising bodies, including regulatory committees, clubs, and so on. We are awarded with ISO certificate. We are having the 2 units of NSS under university. There is also another feather added to BISOLS with the starting of NCC as the first law college in Kerala. Even at this beginning stage, Surgeon Varsha S., second year BA LLB student, has made us exceptionally proud by participating in the prestigious All India Thal Sainik Camp. We have our own meritorious special clubs such as Ubuntu, One for All and For All for One, Unnati, regular counseling facilities, Kaizen, Little Change Every Day, Pathway Library, Thinkers Forum and so on. Niyamodayam, the legal outreach ministry wing has been awarded with the Indian Book of Record for taking classes for 101 schools in a day with the constitutional values and started another milestone of Guinness Book of Record of reaching out 1,000 schools in the coming year. Not only achievements we have nurtured, the dreams of others around us. In this month, our NSS team has constructed a house for the poor family with the collaboration of many people and students with us. Thus, we are special and unique because of you. I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all of you, faculty, staff, alumni students of all other batches, parents, ministerial staff and supporters who have been part of this incredible journey of these outgoing students. To the graduating students, we offer our heartfelt congratulations. Each one of you has demonstrated exceptional talent, intellect and resilience throughout your academic journey. Today you stand on the threshold of new beginning, armed with the knowledge, skills and experiences that will shape your future endeavors. Dear students, remember that the true success is not merely measured by the accomplishments, but the lives you touched and differences you made in the lives of others. Once honorable late Ratan Tata told to the young people that you don't value your life by property or wealth or qualification that you own, but by the lives you have enriched. This is the same advice we would like to express at this occasion in this function. With these words, I would like to enter my duties. I am pleased to welcome our distinguished guests whose presence make this day wonderful and valuable for each and every one of us. First of all, we would like to welcome the president of this function, Most Reverend Bishop Thomas Chakir, the great visionary and founder of this institution. The bishop had been professor of sociology for 23 years at the Pontifical Institute of Philosophy and Theology, Alve. Bishop was vice rector for a time and also spiritual father in this institute. Dr. Chakir, our bishop, was consecrated bishop on April 14th, 1998 at Ernakulam. He guided our archdiocese for 14 years with his vision. His vision was a great impetus to start our college and another spiritual formation center called Nivedita in Chundi itself. With immense joy, I extend a warm welcome to our dear Bishop Thomas Chakir, for the president of this function. Hearty welcome, Your Lordship. We are very much honored by the presence of Honorable Justice Mr. Justice Ishwaran S., the chief guest of the day on this occasion. Mr. Justice obtained law degree from Government Law College, Ernakulam, and started the practice in the year 1999 as a junior to his father, Sri S. Subramanya Iyer. During 25 years of practice, he specialized mainly in banking law, insurance, service matters relating to public institutions and cases involving civil nature, company cases, insolvency cases, and bankruptcy cases. He was the standing counsel for Indian Bank and Life Insurance Corporation of India and panel lawyer for the State Bank of India, Sundaram BNP Home Finances, Catholic Syrian Bank and South Indian Bank. He was sworn as additional judge of High Court of Kerala on 22nd of March 2024. And Honorable Judge is very known for his simplicity and sociability in the life. And you know, there are 25,000 judges in India. And you know, to be one like that is very difficult. We have got the population of 145 crores. Out of this, being the part of 25,000 is a great achievement, and really congratulate and very dearly we welcome sir to this function. I am extremely happy to welcome Dr. Celine Abraham, our principal. Dr. Celine Abraham joined as a vice principal in May 2016. And now as principal. We know very well about her hard work, always with the college, and always working hard 24 hours for the college, thinking about the college, working for the college. And on this occasion, we would like to welcome our respected principal, the lifeblood of our college. We welcome you, ma'am, to this function. We also welcome very cordially Reverend Father Jomish Vatakara, the Assistant Executive Director, who is very hard working for the college along with all other responsibilities of the Archdiocese. We welcome you, Father, most cordially to this function. It is also very joyful for us to welcome our Vice Principal, Mr. Pramod Pathan. We are marching towards the NAC accreditation under his leadership. And we acknowledge his dedication to this college. Dear sir, we welcome you most sincerely to this function. We are also extremely happy to welcome Mr. P.S. Anthony, sir, former district judge, to our program. Mr. Sabu, sir, chief coordinator for all the programs of BISOLS, and the former Registrar of High Court of Kerala. Dr. Udipti, General Coordinator for Law, Ms. Divya, the General Coordinator for Non-Law, Ms. Emil Stanley, the Coordinator of 3-year LLB, Mrs. Sanimo, Ms. Mary Winnie, the conveners of the today's function, and all our faculty members, class teachers, and we welcome in a special way all these members. We welcome you to this function. Again, here we can see a blend of extraordinary and smart outgoing students of both LLB and LLM streams in colorful attire and with their parents who became the part of this family. Hearty welcome to you, all of you, both the students and parents, to this function. Hearty welcome. We also welcome all our volunteer students and non-teaching staff for being with us to make this day wonderful by your hard work. We welcome you to this function. I would like to congratulate all the students with a special congratulations to Ms. Safana Salim for achieving second rank in the university. Congratulations to all the students, both LLB and LLM batches. As I conclude my duty, dear students, as you step out to this world, remember the journey does not end here. Rather, it is a continuation of your journey for knowledge, growth, and fulfillment. Embrace every opportunity with the courage and conviction. Never stop striving for excellence. You may remember the words of Steve Jobs. Let us not teach the children to become rich, but to become happy. That is what our expectations. And I would like to, പ്രിയ മാതാപിതാക്കളെ, ഒരു വാക്ക് നിങ്ങളോടും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഈ സ്റ്റുഡൻസിന് വേണ്ടി പറയാനായിട്ട് ആഗ്രഹിക്കുക. ജോബിൻ്റെ പുസ്തകം, ബൈബിളിലെ മനോഹരമായിട്ടുള്ള തോബിത്തിൻ്റെ പുസ്തകമുണ്ട്. അതിൽ പറയുന്ന ഒരു പ്രത്യേക ഒരു അധ്യായത്തിൽ, 9ാമത്തെ അധ്യായത്തിൽ, മാതാപിതാക്കന്മാർ മക്കളെ ആശീർവദിച്ചിരുന്ന ഒരു ഭാഗമുണ്ട്. അതിൽ പറയുന്നത് ഇത്ര മാത്രമുള്ളൂ: നിങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് നല്ലത് മാത്രം കേൾക്കാൻ ഇടവരട്ടെ എന്ന് മാതാവും പിതാവും ആഗ്രഹിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇത് തന്നെയാണ് ഇന്നിവിടെയുള്ള എല്ലാവരുടെയും ആഗ്രഹം. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്, നിങ്ങളുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കന്മാർ പുറകിലിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. എല്ലാവരുടെയും നിങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് നല്ലത് മാത്രം കേൾക്കാൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്നും ഇടവരട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ഇന്ന് മക്കളില്ലാത്തതിൻ്റെ വിഷമമല്ല മിക്ക മാതാപിതാക്കന്മാർക്കും, മക്കൾ ഉള്ളതിൻ്റെ വിഷമം കൂടിയുണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളത് ഇന്നത്തെ വാസ്തവമാണ്. നിങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് നല്ലത് മാത്രം കേൾക്കാൻ ഇടവരട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ പ്രത്യേകം പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. Once again, I wish you all the best, and there are many things you can achieve by your life. And our Ishsa became the, out of 1 crore, 145 crores, one among 25,000. It is a really wonderful, and hope that tomorrow many will be there as judges, or the many posts, or maybe the leaders of the India. That is what our wish. Once again, welcoming each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Let's now welcome our dear Father to the event.
To mark the beginning of this auspicious occasion, we will now proceed with the lighting of the lamp ceremony, a tradition that signifies the triumph of light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. With great honor, I invite Honorable Justice Ishwaran S., Judge, High Court of Kerala, along with the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to inaugurate the session by lighting the lamp. I also request the audience kindly rise and join us in illuminating this event.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतं गमय
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतं गमय
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्यो
Thank you, and please be seated.
Justice Ishwaran S. Sir hails from Ernakulam and is a proud son of late Sri E. Subramanya Iyer and Srimati Sharada Mani. Sir is an alumni of the prestigious Maharajas College, Ernakulam and Government Law College, Ernakulam, from where he completed his graduation and law degree respectively. Sir was enrolled as an advocate in the year 1999 and started practice in the year 1999 as a junior to his father. During the 25 years of practice, he has specialized in various institutions and dealt with banking law, insurance law, service matters relating to the public institutions, and cases involving civil nature and corporate cases. Also dealt with insolvency and bankruptcy cases. Sir was the standing counsel for Indian Bank and the LIC and panel lawyer for SBI, Sundaram BNP Home Finance, Catholic Syrian Bank and South Indian Bank. Sir was sworn in as the additional judge of the High Court of Kerala on 22nd March 2024. Sir's remarkable career in law and his commitment to justice have made a long-lasting impact on India's judiciary. Let me now invite our Honorable Justice Ishwaran S. Sir, Permanent Judge of High Court of Kerala, to deliver the inaugural address. Please, sir.
Father Sebastian Vadukumpadam, His Excellency Ma Thomas Chakia, Bishop Emeritus Ernakulam Angamali Archdiocese, Father Jomish Vadakekara, Assistant Director, B.S. Oil, Mr. Pramod Pathan, Vice Principal, Professor Dr. Celine Abraham, Principal, distinguished guests, students, parents. Before I begin, I owe an apology to you all for keeping you waiting on this momentous occasion. Today marks one of the important day in your career. around 300 students pass out of this prestigious institution and will enter the ocean called law. 35 years ago, the profession of law was considered to be a last resort. But due to the remarkable progress of our nation in the multifarious fronts, especially the economic sector, the profession of law has regained its prominence. Today, it is not considered to be the last resort, but much sought after profession. My address today will have to definitely start with a piece of advice. Those who claim remarkable academic achievement may not inevitably turn from the practice. The success in practice is not gauged by the academic brilliance, but it depends upon how you tackle the judge. Graduating from the law institution, you will have to strike an uneasy balance between the ambitions of yourself and what the real world expects in your quest to achieve this balance. As a lawyer, you are trained to dissect the evidence from ideology, reasons and rhetoric, and the principles from the party lines. Many would believe that when they go out of this institution, they have mastered the subject. But remember, what is taught in the institution is only a portion of the vast ocean which you have to swim across. We have seen quite often that many of you will be swept away by the tides. But the persons who withstand the tide and also overcome the hurdles in the future will definitely see the brighter star at the end of the day. We all know that the dispensing justice is the highest and noblest virtues, and probably the reason why the profession of law is called as the noblest profession. You must certainly remember that the legal profession is not an employment and not certainly a part-time profession. Being a professional involves the blossoming of a passion over a lifetime for learning which comes from deep within. A passionate lawyer would never work by the needle in the clock. When you people decide to embrace the legal profession, remember that you have to take a vow that you remain the student for your entire life. We say this because the law is always evolving. New challenges crops in your friend each and every day. The explosion of the docket is one of the reasons. At the same time, the pressure of the client will be immense. We have seen a recent trend where young lawyers want to achieve success quite early in their career. This may lead to adoption of unscrupulous methods to achieve success at a young age. But remember, to achieve success, you will have to shed your every sweat or drop of blood. because the success does not come in your way that easily. Another trend which we see is that the young lawyers get dejected on their failure to achieve success at an early stage in their career. One of the prime reasons we feel is the commitments to the family and also the financial constraints. There are innumerable institutions which render the services. After imparting educations, when these students come out, the most prominent trend we see is that the students, instead of going for practice, tend to go for the corporate jobs. The choice to take practice or to go for a corporate job could be viewed as two sides of the same coin. As I said earlier, 35 years ago, the profession of law was considered to be the last resort. But the opening of the corporate sector to the legal profession is considered to be one of the main booms for the law students. But the pressures of working in a corporate sector, just like any other job, would always be felt in those persons who decide to opt for a job. So if you ask a question, what would be better? The answer would be absolutely difficult to put forward. Those who opt for the profession would ultimately feel a deep mental satisfaction of being able to render justice to the cause, even if you don't receive the remuneration for your brief. The amount of mental satisfaction you receive of helping your client for the cause cannot be expressed in words. You will have to feel the same. And in order to have this set feeling, it should be an absolute necessity that you stick on to the profession despite the serious hurdles you may come across. The first thing that you should always remember when you decide to join the profession is to select a good senior under whom you can start your profession. This is again one of the recent trends which we have seen. Though you may say that I belong to a school of old studies as well as the new one. In the last decade or so, we have seen the young lawyers who start the profession tend to immediately start or commence their practice independently. You may say that the young minds are ready to take up the challenge, but conversely, it is not so. The reason being that unless you have a good guidance from your senior, you will not be able to learn the nuances of the law. if we say that you have to acclimatize to the nuances of the law, that certainly means that how far you are able to grasp the procedure of the law. It goes a long way in shaping your destiny when you decide to stand behind a senior and learn the niceties of the profession. At this age of artificial intelligence, the technology has its own influence in the legal profession. It is not the same as it was used to 5 years or even 3 years ago, I may say. But as far as the younger generation is concerned, we quite see their adaptiveness to the new technologies which are prevalent in the profession. But one thing is that it is clear that the technology is bound to stay in this field. So therefore, that would also be a challenge before you once you enter into the profession. The next most important aspect of coming into the profession would be the priorities in life. Have no second thought that the first priority should be the profession. You may have pressures from your family, friends, and also the social circle in which you are brought up. But if you decide to give importance to the other priorities rather than the legal profession, then please remember that the profession is bound to suffer. The next step once you take into the profession is to tackle the minds of the judge. This especially is important because the courts are presided over by different minds. There may be a difference in the mindset of the judges depending upon the personality. So therefore, that's why we say that dispensing justice depends upon the personal mind of the judge also, because after all, we are all human beings. The capacity of a young lawyer to tackle the minds of the court will ultimately depend upon how far he or she is able to observe the judge and find out how the minds of the judge works. In a given case, you may have an 100% success on a brief, but it is quite often seen that young lawyers tend to lose even though he or she may have a 100% success in the brief. The probable reason why such young minds lose before the court is the inability to tackle the mindset of the judges who preside over the case. The faculties of imagination will have to go a long way. As the famous lawyer Thomas Jefferson said, the lawyer without books would be like a workman without tools. Once you enter this profession, make sure that you study the briefs meticulously on facts. The young generation of the lawyers tend to start their brief on the questions of law which is presented before them. But remember, as the old school of thought says, you have to master the facts first, because the cases are not won on the question of law, but on the successful presentation of the facts. In addition to the whatever I have said above, the one important quality which you must make yourselves a habit, that to develop certain virtues in the life. Your career as a student, you may have seen so many things. But when you enter the society at large as a professional in law, there are certain qualities which you should demonstrate before the society as well as before the court. Never overreach a case. When I say this, again, we see a recent trend by the young minds to do over and above what they are expected to do. You are standing before the court to project the cause of the client. You must always be fair to the court. State the facts correctly and never tend to mislead the court on facts. Because this is again taught by the old school. You may lose a brief, but once you lose the court, you cannot regain it. When you start the initial days, it would always be expedient to practice in the trial side for a minimum of 2 to 5 years. The procedure of law is a really complex. You will start to learn the niceties of the procedure, be the civil law or the criminal law. Once you have mastered the procedure, then probably you may think of shifting your practice to the higher courts. Because irrespective of the position of the courts in the hierarchy of the judicial system, the procedure plays a pivotal role, and therefore, unless we don't say that you must master it at 100%, but at least if you are conversant with the procedure, it will help your career a long way. Another important aspect would be, when you start the practice or the profession, you will be watched closely by the judges. Your companion lawyers will also be watching you very carefully. The recent trends have shown that the people who start practice and have the membership in the association, which would ultimately tell you upon the number of people who are now practicing before the courts. At least we have nearly 9,000 to 10,000 people who are practicing in the high courts. So remember that you will be one among them. Because of the stiff competitions and also the survival of the fittest, your performance will also be marked. The performance over a period of years will slowly tend upon to build confidence in the judges. The constant appearance before the judge and also the fairness shown by you would slowly increase the confidence in the judge before whom you are appearing. It will certainly help you a long way in developing your career as a lawyer. My last piece of advice would be, believe in yourself, your abilities, and the dreams which surrounds you. Remember, path to success is not easy, but perseverance, dedication, and positive attitude will enable you to overcome the obstacle and achieve justice. Before I conclude, I would like to quote the words of the Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud in his closing speech on the convocation of National Law University, Delhi in 2022. Quote, "As I conclude, my hope is that you refrain from perpetuating the traditional formalistic approach to law. Instead, you should strive to adopt a legal approach that puts at its center the lives of the people who struggle on the daily basis to make their ends meet and take care of the family. That is the true redemption of justice." Thank you. Jai Hind.
It was an honor listening to you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words.
A guiding light, a beacon of wisdom, His Excellency's leadership and vision have always inspired us. It's my great privilege to invite His Excellency Mar Thomas Chakiet, Bishop Emeritus Ernakulam, Ankamali Archdiocese, to deliver the presidential address. Please, Bishop.
Honorable Justice Ishwaran S. Father Sebastian, Father Jomish, Mr. Pramod Paradhan, Professor Selin, Priya Adhyapagare, I'm switching on to Malayalam. Our parents are here, our teachers, our students. ഇതൊരു വലിയ സന്തോഷത്തിൻ്റെ ദിവസമാണ്. ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സന്തോഷിക്കുന്നത് നിങ്ങളുടെ അധ്യാപകരും നിങ്ങളുടെ മാതാപിതാക്കളുമായിരിക്കും. സ്വാഭാവികമായിട്ടും നിങ്ങൾക്കും വലിയ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. ദീർഘമായ പഠനത്തിന് ശേഷം അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ്സ് ആയിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് വാങ്ങിച്ച് തൊപ്പിയൊക്കെ വെച്ച് പോകുകയാണ്. ഇത് വലിയൊരു ദിവസമാണ്. ഇതിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ വലിയ അധ്വാനമുണ്ട്. ജസ്റ്റിസ് ഈശ്വരൻ നിങ്ങളോട് നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രൊഫഷനിൽ എന്തൊക്കെ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് പറയുകയുണ്ടായി. എനിക്ക് സെബാസ്റ്റ്യൻ്റെ ആ വാക്കുകൾ വളരെ ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. എനിക്ക് അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, മാതാപിതാക്കളുടെ ഒരു പ്രാർത്ഥനയുണ്ട്, നിങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റി നല്ലത് മാത്രം കേൾക്കണം. എനിക്ക് എന്താ നിങ്ങളോട് പറയാനുള്ളത് എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ, നിയമത്തെപ്പറ്റി ഒന്നും എനിക്ക് പറയാനില്ല. എങ്കിലും ചില കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മുടെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ, അതാണ് നമ്മുടെ നിയമങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാം അടിസ്ഥാനം. ഈ ഭരണഘടനയ്ക്ക് അടിസ്ഥാനമായിട്ട് വേറെ ചില കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ട്. അത് ദൈവീയ നിയമങ്ങളാണ്. ആ നിയമങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റിയുള്ള ഓർമ്മ നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ടാകണം എന്ന് പറയാൻ എനിക്ക് ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ ഈ പ്രകൃതിയെ വീക്ഷിക്കുമ്പോൾ പ്രകൃതിയിൽ കുറേയേറെ നിയമങ്ങളുണ്ട്. എല്ലാ ജീവജാലങ്ങൾക്കും ഓരോ ജീവിവർഗത്തിനും ദൈവം ഈശ്വരൻ പ്രത്യേകം നിയമങ്ങൾ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് അവ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് പാലിക്കുന്നു എന്ന് നമുക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം. എല്ലാ ജീവികളും തങ്ങൾക്ക് ലഭിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള പ്രമാണങ്ങൾ, കൽപ്പനകൾ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്കതിനെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ എന്ന് പറയാം, ഒരു ജീവിയുടെയും അത് പാലിക്കാതെ പോകില്ല. ഒരു ഉദാഹരണത്തിന്, വലിയ മൃഗമാണല്ലോ ആന. ആനയെ സസ്യഭുക്കായിട്ടാണ് ദൈവം സൃഷ്ടിച്ചത്. അത് വനത്തിൽ പുല്ലും ഇലയും തിന്ന് ജീവിക്കുന്നു. കുരുവി പക്ഷികൾക്ക് കൂട് ഏത് തരത്തിലുള്ള കൂടായിരിക്കണമെന്ന് ഈശ്വരൻ്റെ നിശ്ചയമുണ്ട്. അതിനും ഒട്ടും വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കൂട് ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ഒരു കുരുവി പക്ഷിയും ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടില്ല. കാക്കയ്ക്കുമുണ്ട് അതിൻ്റെ നിയമം. എന്തൊക്കെ ഭക്ഷിക്കണമെന്ന നിയമമാണത്. തത്തയ്ക്ക് വേറെ നിയമമാണ്. അങ്ങനെ പ്രകൃതിയിൽ എല്ലാ ജീവജാലങ്ങൾക്കും പ്രത്യേകം നിയമങ്ങൾ. മനുഷ്യനുമുണ്ട് ചില നിയമങ്ങൾ. ആ നിയമങ്ങൾ എവിടെ രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ അത് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സാക്ഷിയിലാണ്. നമ്മുടെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ്റെ നിയമങ്ങൾ, നമ്മുടെ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റുകൾ നമുക്ക് തരുന്ന നിയമങ്ങൾ, ആ നിയമങ്ങളെല്ലാം തന്നെ ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ ഹിതത്തിൽ ചേർന്നാകണം എന്ന് ഇല്ല. കാരണം പല നിയമങ്ങളും നമ്മൾ തിരുത്തുകയാണ്. ഇന്നലെ ഹൈക്കോർട്ടിൻ്റെ ഒരു ജഡ്ജിയുടെ ഒരു നിയമനം, ഒരു നിർദ്ദേശം വരികയുണ്ടായി. നമ്മുടെ ആനകളെ ഉത്സവത്തിന് കൊണ്ടുപോകുമ്പോൾ മണിക്കൂറുകളോളം ഇങ്ങനെ നിർത്തുന്നത് ശരിയല്ല എന്ന കാര്യം. അതൊരു പുതിയ വ്യാഖ്യാനമാണത്. അങ്ങനെ ആ ജഡ്ജി പറയാൻ കാരണം എന്ത് എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഹൃദയത്തിൻ്റെ വലുപ്പമാണ്. അനുകമ്പ, സ്നേഹം. മൃഗം അനുഭവിക്കുന്ന വേദന അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ദുഃഖിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. അതിനൊരു നിയമമില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ആ നിയമത്തിന് അതീതമായിട്ട് അദ്ദേഹം ചിന്തിച്ചു എന്നതാണ് പ്രത്യേകമായിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഈശ്വരൻ നമ്മോട് പറഞ്ഞു, ഈ ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ ഇൻ്റലിജൻസിൻ്റെ ഒരു കാലഘട്ടത്തിലേക്ക് പ്രവേശിക്കുക നമ്മൾ. എല്ലാം വളരെ എളുപ്പമാകും. ഒരു പ്രശ്നമുണ്ട്. ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ ഇൻ്റലിജൻസിന് നമുക്കുള്ളതുപോലെ ഹൃദയമുണ്ടാകില്ല, മനസ്സാക്ഷി ഉണ്ടാകില്ല. ഹൃദയമില്ലാത്ത യന്ത്രങ്ങൾ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചാൽ ദൈവഹിതത്തിന് വിരുദ്ധമായിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്തെന്ന് വരാം. ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുക, ഈ ഡോസ്റ്റോവ്സ്കിയുടെ ഒരു നോവലുണ്ട്, ഡീമൺസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്, പിശാചുക്കൾ. ആ പുസ്തകത്തിൻ്റെ പേര് തന്നെ ഭയം ജനിപ്പിക്കുന്നതാണ്. അതിനകത്ത് നിക്കോളായ് ഷോവർഗൻ എന്ന ഒരു കഥാപാത്രമുണ്ട്. അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു ഭയങ്കര ദുഷ്ടനാണ്. യാതൊരുവിധ നന്മയും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മനസ്സിലില്ല. കഥാകൃത്തിനെ പറ്റി പറയുന്നത് ഹൃദയമില്ലാത്ത മനുഷ്യൻ. 11 വയസ്സ് പ്രായമുള്ള ഒരു കുട്ടിയെ ആത്മഹത്യ ചെയ്യാൻ പ്രേരിപ്പിച്ച ഒരു കുറ്റം അദ്ദേഹത്തിനുണ്ട്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാര്യയെയും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാര്യയുടെ സഹോദരനെയും കൊന്നുകളയാൻ വേണ്ടി ഗുണ്ടാസംഘത്തിന് പണം കൊടുത്ത ഒരു മനുഷ്യനാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ഹൃദയമില്ലാത്ത മനുഷ്യൻ എന്നാണ് പറയുക. ഹൃദയമില്ലാത്ത മനുഷ്യർ നമ്മുടെ ലോകത്ത് ധാരാളമായിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് വക്കീലന്മാർക്കും ന്യായാധിപന്മാർക്കും ജോലി കൂടി പോകുന്നു. എത്ര ജയിലറകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയാലും പിന്നെയും ജയിലിൽ ആൾക്കാർ വരുന്നു. തിന്മ നിറഞ്ഞൊരു ലോകത്തിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെ നല്ലവരായിട്ട് ജീവിക്കാൻ പറ്റും എന്ന ഒരു കാര്യം പറയാനാണ് എനിക്ക് ആഗ്രഹം. അതാണ് സെബാസ്റ്റ്യൻ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചത്. നിങ്ങൾ മാതാപിതാക്കന്മാർ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യം, നിങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റി എപ്പോഴും നന്മ മാത്രമേ കേൾക്കാൻ അവർക്ക് താല്പര്യമുള്ളൂ. ഈ കോളേജിലും അത് തന്നെയാണ് താല്പര്യം. അതുകൊണ്ട് നന്മ നിറഞ്ഞ മനുഷ്യരായിട്ട് ജീവിക്കാൻ കഴിയണമെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ പറയും, എല്ലാ ദിവസവും പ്രഭാതത്തിൽ നിങ്ങൾ എണീക്കുമ്പോൾ പല കാര്യങ്ങൾ വ്യഗ്രതകളുണ്ടാകും. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറച്ച് നേരം മൗനമായി ഏകാന്തതയിൽ പൂജാമുറിയിൽ പ്രാർത്ഥന മുറിയിലിരുന്ന് നിങ്ങളുടെ തന്നെ ജീവിതത്തെപ്പറ്റി, നിങ്ങൾ അന്ന് കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റി ഈശ്വരനോട്, ദൈവത്തോട് ആലോചിക്കണം. ഞാൻ 2-3 ദിവസങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് ഈ ഭാരതമാതാ കോളേജിൽ ഒരു കോൺഫറൻസ് ഹാള് ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്യാൻ പോയിരുന്നു. ചെറിയൊരു ഹോളാണ്, അധ്യാപകർക്ക് കൂടാൻ വേണ്ടി. അപ്പം ഞാൻ അവരോട് പറഞ്ഞൊരു കാര്യം, അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഹോള് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ തോന്നിയൊരു കാര്യമാണ്. ആ ഹോളാണ് ആ കോളേജിൻ്റെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട അതിൻ്റെ കേന്ദ്രബിന്ദു. അധ്യാപകർ കൂടിയിരുന്ന് കോളേജിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള, കോളേജിൻ്റെ നടത്തിപ്പിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ പ്രാർത്ഥനാപൂർവ്വം ആലോചിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഇടം. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു, അത് വിശുദ്ധമായ ഇടമാണ്. അതോടൊപ്പം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യം, എല്ലാ മനുഷ്യർക്കുമുണ്ട് സ്വന്തമായിട്ടൊരു കോൺഫറൻസ് ഹാള്. എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ മനസ്സ് അതിൻ്റെ കേന്ദ്രബിന്ദുവിൽ ഞാൻ എന്നെപ്പറ്റിയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ, ഞാൻ ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങളോട് എന്ത് പറയണമെന്നുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ, എന്ത് ചെയ്യരുത് എന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ, എന്ത് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഞാൻ ആലോചിച്ച് തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നത് എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിലാണ്. അത് ഈ ലോകത്തിൻ്റെ തിക്കിലും തിരക്കിലും നടന്നുകൊണ്ട് പോകുമ്പോൾ ഒരിക്കലും അങ്ങനൊരു ആലോചന ഉണ്ടാകില്ല. ഇന്ന് ലോകം നേരിടുന്ന ഏറ്റവും വലിയ പ്രശ്നം, ഇന്ദ്രിയ ഗോചരങ്ങളായിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളുടെ പിന്നാലെയാണ് മനുഷ്യർ. എല്ലാം തിക്കും തിരക്കുമാണ്. ഈ ഒച്ചപ്പാടിൽ, ഈ ബഹളത്തിൽ ഒരിക്കലും ദൈവിക നിയമങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റി ഓർക്കില്ല. അവിടെ കളവും വഞ്ചനയും വിദ്വേഷവും വൈരാഗ്യവും ശത്രുതയും എന്തെല്ലാം തിന്മകളെപ്പറ്റി ചിന്തിക്കാമോ ആ തിന്മകളെല്ലാം കടന്നു വരും. ഞാൻ പറയും, നിങ്ങൾ വ്യത്യസ്തരായിരിക്കണം. നിങ്ങൾ മാറി നിന്ന് നിങ്ങളുടെ തന്നെ ജീവിതത്തെപ്പറ്റി ചിന്തിക്കുന്നതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ലോകത്തിലെ എല്ലാ മനുഷ്യരെപ്പറ്റിയും ചിന്തിക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു ഉത്തരവാദിത്വം നിങ്ങൾക്കുണ്ട്. ലോകത്തിൽ വളരെയേറെ മനുഷ്യർ ദരിദ്രരായിട്ടുണ്ട്. വളരെയേറെ മനുഷ്യർ ഭീഷണിയിൽ കഴിയുന്നവരായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ലോകത്തിൽ എവിടെയൊക്കെയാണ് യുദ്ധങ്ങൾ നടക്കുക, മനുഷ്യർക്ക് വേദനിപ്പിക്കുന്ന വാർത്തകളാണ് എല്ലാം ഇപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾ കേൾക്കുക. അങ്ങനെ ലോകത്ത് പുതിയൊരു ലോകം കെട്ടിപ്പടുക്കണമെന്നുള്ള ഒരു ചിന്ത നിങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടാകണമെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ സ്വന്തം പൂജാമുറിയിൽ, നിങ്ങളുടെ ഹൃദയത്തിൻ്റെ കേന്ദ്ര ബിന്ദുവിൽ നിങ്ങൾ ആലോചന നടത്തി അവിടെ ദൈവം ഈശ്വരൻ കടന്നു വരും. അങ്ങനെ പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ച് അങ്ങനെ ധ്യാനിച്ചു കൊണ്ട് ജീവിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് ജീവിതത്തിന് നന്മയുണ്ടാകുക. അതാണ് മഹത്വത്തിൻ്റെ വഴി. പ്രൊഫഷൻ്റെ മേഖലയിൽ നിങ്ങൾ വളരണം, പഠിക്കണം, എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും കൃത്യമായി ചെയ്യണം. അതിലേറുപരിയായിട്ട് നല്ല മനുഷ്യരായിട്ട് ജീവിക്കാനുള്ള ആത്മീയമായ കരുത്തുള്ള, മനസ്സിനും കെട്ടുറപ്പുള്ള, എത്ര വലിയ പ്രലോഭനം വന്നാലും അതിനെ ചെറുത്ത് നിൽക്കാൻ കരുത്തുള്ള ഒരു വ്യക്തിത്വം രൂപീകരിക്കാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്കാകണം. അങ്ങനെ മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് ലോകത്തെ നന്നാക്കാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. നമ്മൾ ജീവിക്കുന്ന ഈ സംസ്കാരത്തിൻ്റെ നടുമുറ്റത്ത് തിന്മകൾ മാത്രമേ ഒരർത്ഥത്തിലുള്ളൂ. ഇന്ദിരഗോചരങ്ങളായ കാര്യങ്ങളുടെ പിന്നാലെ പോകുന്ന ധൂർത്തും അസത്യവും കളവും വഞ്ചനയും വിദ്വേഷവും വൈരാഗ്യവും അതാകും കോടതിയിൽ ജഡ്ജിമാരും വക്കീലന്മാരും ഒക്കെ കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ലോകത്തിൽ നിന്നും മാറി വ്യത്യസ്തമായൊരു ലോകം കെട്ടിപ്പടുക്കണമെന്നുള്ള, അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ വ്യക്തിപരമായ ജീവിതത്തിലും സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിലും അങ്ങനെ ഒരു പുതിയ ലോകം കെട്ടിപ്പടുക്കണമെന്നുള്ള ആഗ്രഹം നിങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടാകണം. അത് നിങ്ങൾക്കാകട്ടെ. അങ്ങനെ നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റി മനുഷ്യർ പറയും, നല്ലൊരു വക്കീലാണ്, നല്ലൊരു ജഡ്ജിയാണ്, നല്ലൊരു മനുഷ്യനാണ്. ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നു, നമ്മുടെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പെട്ടെന്ന് മനസ്സിൽ വരെ കൃഷ്ണഗിരിയെ പറ്റിയാണ്. ജസ്റ്റിസ് കൃഷ്ണഗിരി പത്മഭൂഷൺ കൊടുത്ത് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ബഹുമാനിച്ചു ഭാരതം. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ജഡ്ജ്മെൻറ്റുകളൊക്കെ വളരെയേറെ വക്കീലന്മാരെ സ്വാധീനിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. എപ്പോഴും മനുഷ്യരുടെ നന്മയെപ്പറ്റി ചിന്തിച്ച് നടന്നിട്ടുള്ള മനുഷ്യനാണ്. എനിക്ക് വളരെയേറെ അടുത്ത് പരിചയമുണ്ട് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ. അതുപോലുള്ള വ്യക്തികളായിട്ട് നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രൊഫഷൻ്റെ മേഖലയിൽ വളരണം. നിങ്ങളെപ്പറ്റി മാത്രം പോരാ, നിങ്ങളെടുക്കുന്ന കേസുകളെ പറ്റി മാത്രം പോരാ, നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന ജോലി സ്ഥലത്തെ ആൾക്കാരെ പറ്റി മാത്രം ചിന്തിച്ചാൽ പോരാ, ലോകത്തെപ്പറ്റി കൂടി ചിന്തിക്കുന്ന അങ്ങനെ നല്ലൊരു ലോകം കെട്ടിപ്പടുക്കുവാനുള്ള കരുത്തുള്ള മനുഷ്യരായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ മാറട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആശംസിക്കുകയാണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും പ്രത്യേകം അനുമോദനം നേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ ഞാൻ ഉപസംഹരിക്കും.
Thank you, beloved Bishop, for filling us with words of wisdom and encouragement.
We now move on to the much anticipated moment, the distribution of the Merit Awards and the ever-rolling trophies. This is our way of recognizing the hard work, the dedication, and the achievements of our outstanding students. First and foremost, we will be awarding the first position holders, Ms. Safana Salim, Ms. Eve Maria Babu, and Ms. Fatima Ansaba. To honor them, we invite Justice Ishwaran S. Sir to kindly come forward to present the awards. To receive the Mar Aloysius Pare Parambil Memorial Merit Award and the ever-rolling trophy, I request Ms. Safana Salim, who secured second rank and first position in BA LLB Honours 2019-2024 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Safana Salim. receive the Mar Agustin Kandathal Memorial Merit Award and ever-rolling trophy, I request Ms. Eve Maria Babu, who secured first position in BBA LLB Honours 2019-2024 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Eve. Next, to receive the Cardinal Joseph Parikatil Memorial Merit Award and ever-rolling trophy, I request Ms. Fatima Ansaba, who secured first position in BCom LLB Honours 2019-2024 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Fatima. Next, we move on to the second position holders of the 5-year LLB degree. For receiving the Mar Sebastian Mankurikari Memorial Merit Award, I request Ms. Vidya Shankar, who secured second position in BA LLB Honours 2019-2024 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Vidya Shankar. Next, to receive the Mar Abraham Katumana Memorial Merit Award, I request Ms. Anjana Jairaj, who secured second position in BBA LLB Honours 2019-2024 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Anjana. Next, to receive the Cardinal Varke Videyathil Memorial Merit Award, I request Ms. Teresa Joseph, who secured second position in BCom LLB Honours 2019-2024 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Teresa. Thank you, dear Honorable Justice Sir, for recognizing our students. You may please be seated. Next, we will be honoring the toppers from the 2021-2023 LLM batch. The first position holder, Ms. Parvati R. Nair, and the second position holder, Ms. Sri Lakshmi Sanal Kumar. For this, now I invite His Excellency Mar Thomas Chakyat to award the toppers from 2021-2023 batch. Bishop, please. First, to receive the St. Thomas More Merit Award and the ever-rolling trophy, I request Ms. Parvati R. Nair, who secured the first position in the 2-year LLM 2021-2023 batch. Let's give a loud round of applause to Ms. Parvati R. Nair. Next, to To receive the St. Ives Memorial Merit Award, I request Ms. Sri Lakshmi Sanal Kumar, who secured second position in the 2-year LLM 2021-2023 batch. With loud round of applause, let's invite Ms. Sri Lakshmi Sanal Kumar. Thank you, His Excellency Mar Thomas Chakyat, for recognizing our students.
Next, we acknowledge the perseverance and success of our students with the distribution of course completion certificates. For this, we invite Honorable Justice Ishwarana Sir to join us on stage to distribute the certificates. Firstly, I call upon the LLM batch. Ms. Abhirami G. Nair, we invite Honorable Justice Ishwarana Sir to join us on stage to distribute the course completion certificates. Firstly, I call upon from the LLM batch, Ms. Abhirami G. Nair. Ms. Aishwarya S. Ashogan. Ms. Allegra Babu. Mr. Amal S. R. Miss Anju Roji. Miss Bhavya Gopal. Mr. Danesh C. Miss Leah MB, Miss Mintu Joss, Miss Miss Rishma KJ, Miss Winnie Bernard, Mr. Vishal Thomas, Mr. Ashwin Sunil Kumar, Mr. Dipesh, Miss Lakshmi Varda, Miss Leah VL, Miss Pavadi R Nair, Mr. Praveen N Pillai, Miss Safana KN, Miss Parvati R Nair, Mr. Praveen N Pillai, Miss Safana KN, Miss Sajna J, Miss Sri Lakshmi Sanil Kumar, Miss Suvarna S, Miss Tanuja Roshan George, Mr. Vishal V.S. Vikram,
Next, we move on to the certificate distribution of the 5-year BA LLB Honours degree. First, I call upon Mr. Aditya Manoj Menon onto the stage. Mr. Abhinav Vijay, Mr. Abhishek P. Nair, Mr. Adib Subhani Shaji, Adonia Jiji, Miss Akila Jayakumar, Miss Alana Ashmin AB, Miss Amrita V, Miss Anala Muralidharan, Miss Anantika Basant, Miss Anjana Baiju A, Miss Anne Ruth Aloysius, Miss Anna Johnson, Miss Anu Johnny, Miss Aparna Devarajan, Mr. Arshad, Miss Arya Lakshmi A.S., Miss Adira Biju, Miss Aisha Nazar, Miss C. Gopika. Miss C. Gopika. Miss Catherine Vichu. Mr. Dilshad Shaji. Miss Divya Dilip C. Miss Irene Xavier. Miss Famina Samat. Miss Fatima BVKI. Miss Fatima Shahul. Miss Fabia Prabhakaran. Mr. Hari Govind Nair. Mr. Hari Govind Nair. Miss Hima P. Mr. Jaishankar R. Mr. Jeevan Dev. Mr. John Paul. Miss Jomol Jojo. Mr. Justin PJ. Miss Lydia Elizabeth Matthew. Miss Linsa Sedi. Miss M.S. Ashna. Miss M. Sona Joy. Miss Mary Cleona. Miss Mohammed Jasil. Mr. Mohammed Sahil PS. Miss Nakshatra P. Miss Nimi Jacob. Miss Payal S.A. Mr. Richard Joseph. Miss Rosemary Saji. Miss Safana Salim. Miss Sandra Anthony. Miss Sarah Joseph. Miss Sauparnika Raju. Mr. Shahabaz Aban. Miss Charlotte Abraham. Miss Shruti K. Amrit. Miss Surya P. Raju. Mr. Suryanarayanan G. Ms. Vidya Shankar. Mr. Vaishnav S. Nair. Ms. Zeba Bujib. Ms. Leta A.C.
Next I call upon the BCom LLB batch. Mr. Adarsh Premraj. Miss Abirami A. Sorry, Mr. Abiram A. Mr. Adin Nazar. Mr. Aditya Sharon Baby. Mr. Afdal Jabbar. Miss Afia. Miss Afia. Miss Aina Shireen. Mr. Akin T. Thomas. Mr. Alan Philip. Miss Alina C. Babu. Miss Alia Super. Miss Alna P. Mr. Aloysius Biju. Mr. Amal Rose Roni. Miss Ammu Vinod. Miss Anne Leah. Miss Anne Mary Tej. Miss Avila Victoria. Miss Avila Victoria. Mr. Brahmadat Shami. Miss Crystal Shaji. Miss Darsha Jayakumar. Miss Delna Joss. Mr. Devan P. Babu. Mr. Emmanuel Ebe. Miss Fatima Ansaba. Mr. Francis Jolie. Mr. George Sunny. Mr. George Guti James. Miss Hania Nafiza. Mr. Hrishikesh H. Das. Mr. Jamil Ahmad. Miss Gia Verghese. Miss Jinu Selvin. Mr. John Joss. Miss Mary Hita. Mr. Maxwell Tom. Miss Meenakshi Priya. Mr. Nandarak PH. Miss Navya Shipu. Miss Navya Sunny. Mr. Nayan Lal. Miss Olivia Rachel Matthews. Miss Rafita Mohammed. Mr. Rahul K.R. Miss Rehan K.A. Miss Ranjana Krishna. Miss Reshma Das. Mr. Rohan Das. Miss Sayuja Surendran. Miss Serin C. Ritchie. Miss Sneha Joy. Miss Sneha T. Mr. Srirajas Rajaram. Mr. Tobias Benny. Miss Teresa Joseph. Miss Aishwarya P. Marshall.
Now, we move on to the certificate distribution of the BBA LLB A batch. First, Mr. Abhay Sadashivan K. Miss Abhilashita CB. Mr. Adarsh Jain. Miss Aishwarya Madhu. Mr. Akhil Tone. Mr. Alden Jose. Miss Anakha Sashi. Miss Anamika AP.
Surgeon version.
Miss Anina Jason. Miss Anina Roy. Miss Anjana Jairaj. Miss Anna Rose Anto. Mr. Arjun Prakash. Miss Arundhati A.S. Mr. Aravind R. Menon. Miss Eve Maria Babu. Mr. Bastian Babu. Miss Chinchina Sabi Mehboob. Miss Christina Raju. Miss Drishya Sanjay. Miss Fatima Ansar. Mr. Gangadhar. Miss Grishma K. Mr. Hafiz. Mr. Harishankar. Miss Hasna T. Miss Jesslyn Jose. Mr. John Jose. Mr. Jones Journal. Mr. Joseph Sunny. Mr. Joel Paul. Miss Kartika Sudhir. Mr. Leoro Joy. Miss Lina Ashraf. Miss Malu S. Miss Meenakshi V.S. Miss Melani Maria Shaju. Miss Minnu Raju. Miss Neeraja J. Shankar. Miss Neha Rose. Mr. Nihal Rahman K.A. Miss Rosemary Thomas. Mr. Roshan Kurian. Miss Sayana Sanal Kumar. Miss Shifa P. Ali. Miss Shifna A.A. Miss Neha G.R. Miss Neha Babu. Mr. Tanvir Hussain. Miss Vishnuja S. Next, we move on to the certification ceremony of BBA LLB B batch. Albin George, Mr. Abin George, Mr. Ajay Shankar, Miss Akshaya Kane, Miss Alina Molbaby, Miss Amrita Prakashan, Miss Anamika Biju, Mr. Anandu S, Miss Anjana A.S., Miss Anjala Shamsuddin, Miss Anju Thomas, Miss Anu Wilson, Miss Aparna K.S., Miss Ardra Kalyani, Miss Aisha Nasna, Mr. Barnabas Joy, Miss Binila Paulos, Miss Durga, Mr. Farhan Anwar, Miss Fatima Siem, Miss Fatima Juhena, Miss Fida Fatima, Mr. George Alexander, Mr. Han Sunil, Miss Hridya K. Menon, Miss Hridya R. Nair, Miss Jalisa M.A., Mr. Jatin Krishna, Mr. Gino Joseph, Miss Jolsna Muralidharan, Miss Kiran Jairaj, Mr. Madhavan Unni, Miss Malvika J. Maliyakal, Miss Maria George, Miss Marian Paul, Miss Mary Joseph, Miss Mary Joseph, Miss Meenakshi K, Mr. Mr. Muhammad Sinan. Ms. Nanda S. Nair. Ms. Navami Anil Kumar. Ms. Neha Nizam. Ms. Remin Thomas. Ms. Richa Maria. Mr. S. Sriram. Ms. Sandra Davis. Mr. Savio Agustin. Mr. Shibin Sherry. Ms. Shilpa KK. Ms. Shilpa KK. Ms. Shishira Haridas. Ms. Sona Jayesh. Ms. Sauparnika Haridas. Ms. Sridevi VS. Ms. Shruti Shaju. Ms. Susan Maria Bijoy. Ms. Vishnupriya R.
I kindly request the dignitaries to stay back to honor a special remarkable achievement of our institution. The Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies is proud to announce yet another remarkable achievement. Our institution's very first in CC batch has excelled, with the team member qualifying for the battalion TSC after 6 years, representing both Kerala and Lakshadweep. Second year BA LLB student Sagant Varsha S has made us exceptionally proud by participating in the prestigious All India Thal Sainik Camp, showcasing her skills in the obstacle training and 10 pitching events. I kindly request our esteemed Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Ishwaran S, Judge High Court of Kerala, to kindly present the memo.
Let's give a loud round of applause to Cadet Varsha.
Thank you, dear dignitaries.
One of the most cherished moments in any journey is looking back and reflecting on the experiences that shaped us. We now invite Ms. Teresa of BCom LLB batch to share her memories and convey her words of gratitude. Let's put our hands together and welcome Ms. Teresa onto the stage.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. It was a journey which had a prefix to our name. But from all the experiences and exposures from these halls, within these incredible 5 years, I realized that it is not just a prefix, but a reward to us for entering into a noblest profession, the profession which advocates for justice. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate a journey that has been as challenging as it has been rewarding. Today marks the culmination of years' hard work, dedication, and perseverance, not just in mastering legal principles, but in shaping the individuals we have become. When I first walked through the doors of these halls, I was filled with a mixture of excitement, curiosity, and a more than a little apprehension. The world of law felt vast with its centuries of tradition, complex statutes, and the immense responsibility that comes with it. And little did I know then that this journey would not just be about learning the intricacies of contract, the constitutional provisions, or the criminal law, etc., but about learning to think critically and to question the status quo and to advocate justice. Our time here has been marked by sleepless nights spent preparing for exams, heated debates in moot court rooms, and legal aid sessions, etc. And I consider my best experience in this law schooling era is to be a part of legal literacy drive, which ensured legal literacy among 4,000 plus students from 100 schools simultaneously as an initiative of Niyamodayam. And all the wishes to Niyamodayam, which is in path of achieving our great dream of legal literacy sessions in 1,000 schools named One Student, One School. And one of the main elements by which I am so much devoted to this college is the faculty team. We are grateful to all faculty members who taught us the lessons of life. We are so much thankful to all faculty members who bring us as a professionals rather than mere graduates. And we are grateful to all our faculties who mold us to address a society with enough confidence. And we are so much grateful to all ministerial staff in these halls who maintain a good environment in our college premises by their hard work even from 8 a.m. in all days. And to our family and friends, thank you for your unwavering support, for believing in us when we doubted ourselves. Now, I wish to remember the God Almighty who provided enough strength to us to overcome all the struggles in this period. And to my fellow graduates, I'm so much proud to stand with you today. And as we stand at this milestone, ready to embark on the new journeys, it's important to reflect on the responsibility we now carry. We are entering a field where our work will affect the lives of people, shape policies, and contribute to the administration of justice. It is both a privilege and a duty. Whether we choose to be advocates, judges, and the policymakers or the academics, we must remember the values we have been taught here: integrity, fairness, and the commitment to justice. The road ahead may not always be easy, but we are well prepared. We have the tool, the knowledge, and the passion to make a difference. Congratulations to all LLB and LLM graduates who are gathered here, and actually, our journey is just beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Teresa. It's now time to honor our esteemed guests who have graced this occasion with their presence. As a token of our appreciation, we invite Honorable Justice Ishwaran S. Sir onto the stage for this special moment of recognition and gratitude. I request Reverend Father Sebastian Varkumpadam to honor the chief guest, Honorable Justice Ishwaran S. Sir, by handing over our token of love. Now, I invite Mr. Sabu K. Varghese, former Registrar of High Court of Kerala, who is currently the Senior Faculty of Bharat Mata School of Legal Studies, to speak a few words on the flagship event of our institution, the Finishing School.
Most respected Chief Guest, the Honorable Mr. Justice S. Ishwaran, our beloved Director, Sebastian, Father Sebastian, Principal Celine Ma'am, Vice Principal Pramod Sir, today the heroes of the day, my dear students who have participated in this function, and their parents, and my dear colleagues and friends. Today my topic is a bit different from convocation. My duty is to introduce what is after convocation. You are entering to the practical advocacy field with all the knowledge you acquired from here by 5 years or 7 years. You have studied everything, the theoretical aspect from this college, but you are going to enter to a field of real competition and great challenge. It is just like a soldier going for the war by knowing everything about the war, but he must know how to use the weapon properly, when to use, and how efficiently it is to be used. Just like that, you have studied all the knowledge, but you are entering to a challenging field. There, you will face so many challenges and so many difficulties. You have to withstand. It is just like that. A soldier's duty, you are also going to use your practical skill in that field. In the modern world of technology and better shortcuts, BSOLS has introduced the most modern technique of practical advocacy. In the Western world, it is very rampant. It is Western universities are conducting finishing school just to equip yourself in the practical field in such an efficient manner. But in our area, it is not so common. So BSOLS has introduced a very good practical training course. That is, the inauguration of that course is just going to commence at 2:15 of the same day, today itself. The passing the LLB course and enrolling it is only a gate pass to the advocacy, but the real advocacy and its real techniques you have to use there, being taught in this course in a capsule form just by 7 Saturdays. My personal request is don't miss it. I know that some of the students have already registered the course. Many think that we have studied 5 years and 7 years. Then why should we study 7 days more? But the importance is that you took 5 years to build a house, but just spend 7 days to furnish the house. Whether you have to furnish it properly or not, that is very important. Just spend 7 days for furnishing. You have to reside in a house without furnishing, or you have to have your housewarming in a furnished house. That is the question. Here, by these 7 days, you'll get all the practical aspects. I shall just read the great judges and eminent lawyers from the High Court and lower courts are taking classes. I can just read out the name of some of the faculties, then you can understand how important it is. Advocate Sebi J. Pulleli, he is one of the famous civil lawyer in Inaugural. Advocate Suresh PG, he is practicing in High Court and lower courts. Advocate John Ralph, he is an eminent lawyer in the criminal side. Advocate PG Jayashankar, he is an eminent lawyer in the High Court of Kerala. Advocate K. Satyan, he was a former district judge. Advocate Parvati Menon, a leading civil lawyer in Kerala High Court. Justice Abraham Matthew, he is that much famous in all the trials and everything. Jijimon K.M., a retired police superintendent, he is taking the classes on all the aspects related to investigation, crime and everything. Advocate George Merlo Pallat, he is dealing with the mediation and all types of etiquettes in the advocacy. Advocate Shruti Das, she is taking the class on online filing, e-filing. Nowadays it is very important. All of you have to go through e-filing. Advocate Nanda Umar, he is taking all the aspects about the High Court. Just I mentioned all this. The areas they cover is client counseling, nuances of drafting notices and reply in different types of cases, method and nuances of drafting, pleading for presentation before civil and criminal courts, drafting and presentation of pleadings in the High Court, CAT, KAT, DRT, consumer forums, adalats, ADR and arbitration matters, role of advocates and advocate commissioners, examination of witnesses, pre-trial process. All this, I am not reading everything, but even then, if you are participating actively in 7 days, it is, you can get a good completion of the course with practical knowledge and good frame of the practical area in which we are going to enter. One of the honorable judges yesterday told me that when I talked to that honorable judge that we are going to give training to the students through finishing school. His Lordship was telling me that in our age, no one has talked anything about these matters. Otherwise, we would have studied a lot of things. All these people attain this practical knowledge by taking several years. But all these areas are given within 7 days in this course of finishing school. I am not prolonging the talk. Today, 2:15, we are inaugurating. It is the best thing to put a good foundation for your practical advocacy. So many have already registered. Now the chance is that already the date of registration is over, but it is extended for you till the starting of the course. Here is the facility for spot admission, here in the entrance of this hall and at the entrance of our ground floor. 2 spot admissions are there. Do not worry, just my personal request is grab the opportunity. Once you lose the opportunity, you will never get it. It is the best opportunity for you to have a very good training in the practical advocacy. Grab the opportunity. Sometimes the students may not be that much aware. I advise the parents, just motivate them to have the facility of this course also. If they don't have the money for that, it is, BSOLS is conducting at a heavy expense at a very cheaper nominal fees. You can pay that too and motivate them and persuade them to continue that also. That will be highly useful in your life, and I am sure that you must use this opportunity properly. Immediately after this, we are going to enter to that afternoon session. We are going to start that course. So, don't leave it afternoon. As far as possible, spot admission is there. You join it and go by evening. And other 7 Saturdays are for you to continue with this. After that, you will be fully confident to enter to a practical field. With that much, I request everyone to grab the opportunity and start your practice with a good technical knowledge. Wish you all once again a grand success and all the best. It is your new day, and start everything with positive mind and have a flourished practical life also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. As we come to the end of this wonderful event, it's time to express our heartfelt thanks to everyone who made this day a success. To deliver the vote of thanks, I invite the backbone of our institution and a true academician, Professor Dr. Celine Abraham, Principal of BSOLS. Please, ma'am.
His Excellency Most Reverend Mar Thomas Chakyeth, Bishop Emeritus, Archdiocese of Ernakulam Angamali, President of this function. Today's distinguished Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Ishwaran S., Judge High Court of Kerala, Reverend Father Sebastian Vadakumbadan, Executive Director, Bharathamata School of Legal Studies, Reverend Father Jomish Vatakara, Assistant Director, BSOLS, Mr. Pramod Parthan, Vice Principal, BSOLS, Mr. Sanimon, Ms. Mary Winnie, and Ms. Sherin, conveners of this program, senior faculty members, Mr. P.S. Anthony, retired District and Sessions Judge, Mr. Varghese P.A., retired DYSP, Mr. Sabu K. Varghese, former Registrar, High Court of Kerala, distinguished guests of the dais, dear faculty members, all the outgoing students, that is graduates and postgraduates, parents, students, a very good afternoon to one and all. As I stand here today before you, all graduates and postgraduates, on one of the most prestigious occasions in your life, my heart is full of pride and joy. I have witnessed your journey over these years and its strengths and weaknesses. In these years, you were presented with an immense opportunity for growth. You learned a variety of subjects, experienced the application of law in a variety of places, and more importantly, observed the legal system from a safe distance. Being a member of this noble profession itself is prestigious, but to stand firm and consistent in this career will also require much patience, tolerance, and empathetic listening. We hope you will keep all of this in your mind as you stand ready to enter into its hallowed portals of this profession. With this, I move on to express my gratitude to all of you present here. It is not joy that makes us grateful, it is gratitude that makes us joyful. Therefore, as we draw to the end of this 7th course completion certificate award ceremony, I take immense pleasure in placing on record the gratitude of this institution towards all guests who have graced this occasion and made the day remarkable. At the outset, on behalf of Bharatamata School of Legal Studies, I would like to express my profound gratitude to the President of this function, His Excellency Mar Thomas Chakiath, Bishop Emeritus, for presiding over this function today in his absentia. His philosophical sights into the purpose of education and the molding of human character always have inexplicable relevance, which is why I look on him for support in each occasion of this institution. Thank you for His Excellency. Secondly, I wish to profusely thank the Chief Guest of the day, Honorable Mr. Justice Ishwaran S., Judge, High Court of Kerala, for being here with us today to bless and guide a set of students who begin their journey into the legal profession. I hope that your professional career will be an inspiration to students who leave the portals of this institution today to make their mark in the world. Thank you, sir, for spending your invaluable time with us today. Next, I wish to express my sincere thanks to our Executive Director, Reverend Father Sebastian Vadakumbadan, for being instrumental in ensuring that this institution grows in strength from day to day. With your presence and oversight and blessing in all that we do, we are certain to achieve much ahead. Thank you, Father. I also thank our Assistant Director, Reverend Father Jomish Vatakara, for your valuable support for this program. Thank you, Father. I express my sincere gratitude to our Vice Principal, Mr. Pramod Parthan, for your enthusiastic and energetic work and support for this program. Thank you, sir. Next, I place on record a word of gratitude for our outgoing students who are present on this occasion. At this point, I want to explore, my dear outgoing students, to always see yourself as a good ambassador of your alma mater. Be kind and good to the people meet on your way up. Allow the words of God guide you as your journey to greatness. Think big thoughts and be optimistic in whatever you are doing. On behalf of Bharatamata School of Legal Studies, I wish you all best of luck in your days ahead by quoting, "Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. May God bless you all." I also express my sincere gratitude to all the conveners of this program, Mr. Sanimon, Ms. Mary Winnie, and Ms. Sherin, all program coordinators and other faculty members for their effort to make this program successful. I also thank senior faculty members, Mr. P.S. Anthony, Mr. Sabu Varghese, and Mr. Varghese P.A. for your presence here. I express my sincere gratitude to all the parents present here on this occasion. Thank you, all parents. Finally, my words will not be complete if I do not acknowledge the teaching, non-teaching staff, and the system support, as well as the student volunteers for their effort to make today's event memorable. Thank you all. Wishing you all a pleasant day ahead.
Thank you, ma'am.
As we come to the close of this momentous convocation ceremony, we reflect on the remarkable journey the law graduates of 2019-2024 batch have undertaken. Today marks not just an end, but a new beginning, as they step forward into the world that needs their wisdom, knowledge, their integrity, and your commitment to justice. On the behalf of everyone, we extend our best wishes to each graduate for a bright future filled with success, purpose, and meaningful impact. May you carry the values and the lessons that you learned here with pride and honor. Thank you to all the dignitaries, faculty, family, and friends for joining us today to celebrate this special milestone. Congratulations once again to the batch of 2024. Myself, Malavika Arun,
And I'm Trisha Pillai,
third year BA LLB honors students, with great joy and immense exultation, feel privileged to be the host for the convocation ceremony of 2019-2024 batch of BISOLs. And now, we request all of you to kindly rise for the national anthem as we conclude this memorable gathering by paying homage to the nation. Kindly note, lunch for the parents is arranged in the Marian Blow ground floor classroom, and I request the volunteers to please guide the parents. And dear graduates, kindly stay back for the photo session, and we will be organizing the photo session class-wise. So kindly follow the instructions provided. I kindly request the LLM graduates to come forward for the photo session. Once again, I kindly request the LLM graduates to be ready for your photo session.
Kind attention, please. Kind attention, please. After the photo session, kindly return the robes in the same classroom from where you received it. Thank you. Kindly return the robes in the same classroom from where you received it. Thank you. After the photo section. Thank you.
I request the LLM faculties to come forward for the photo session. Next, I request BLLB batch to be prepared for your photo session after the LLM batch. Also, the class teachers of the same, please be ready.
LLB batch, please come forward for the photo session. LLB batch, please come forward for the photo session.
Subject teachers and class teachers of 10th semester BLLB batch, kindly come forward. Subject teachers and
Kindly listen. Subject teachers and class teachers of 10th semester BLLB batch, please come forward for the photograph. I request all the subject teachers and the class teachers of 10th semester BLLB batch to come forward for the photo session. Next, I request BCom LLB batch to be prepared for your photograph. I kindly request the subject teachers of the BA LLB batch to come forward for the photograph. I request Sanimon sir to come forward for the photograph. Next, I request BCom LLB batch for the photo session. I kindly request BCom LLB batch to be prepared for your photo session. Come forward for your photo session. I request the faculties of BCom LLB batch to come forward for the photo session. Also, BLB batch, please ensure that you return your robes back to the place where you received it. Your kind attention, please. I request BLB batch to return back your robes from the place where you received it. And I request all the faculties of BCom LLB batch, 10th semester BCom LLB batch, to come forward for the photo session. Next, BBA LLB batch, please be BBA LLB A batch, please be prepared for your photo session. Next, I request the graduates and the faculties of BBA LLB A batch to come forward for the photo session. And also BCom LLB batch, kindly return back your robe to the place where you received it. I request the graduates and the faculties of BBA LLB A batch to come forward for the photo session. Next, I request BBA LLB B batch to be prepared for the photo session. Now, I kindly request BBA LLB B batch to come forward for the photo session. Also, the faculties of BBA LLB 10th semester BBA LLB batch are requested to come forward for the photo session. Thank you all. I request all the graduates to return back your robes in the place where you received it. Kindly note that your lunch is arranged in the canteen, and I request the volunteers to kindly guide them.